Yo, what's going on, guys? So today's video, we're going to be breaking down my game versus Dopa. We're going to be going over from my point of view. I would want to do it from his point of view, but there's literally no footage from his side, unfortunately. So you can see Dopa currently, his name is PNPM on the Korean server. He changed his name from Docs with 3 X's to PNPM. This is the game I played with him around about 1 month ago. Took that W, doubled his damage, and we'll be going over that game today. I'll be doing a Dopa review soon. You can see right now he is actually in game. This man is grinding back on the Korean server. And also, guys, allegedly, not confirmed, Dopa might be coming to Twitch to start streaming. Interesting. Maybe he wants to duo. Maybe he wants to link up with me. I don't know if you're watching this, man. Just, you know, my inbox is always open. So without further ado, guys, let's jump straight into the VOD. Okay, getting into the game now, guys. We are going to take a look at the matchup and the runes to start with. So it is Talia into Twisted Fate. The matchup favors Talia 100%. Talia is a great pick in a Twisted Fate. It's much better at early 2v2 skirmishes. It deals a lot more damage. You have a global ultimate that can follow the ultimate. You definitely offer a lot more to the team. Twisted Fate, it can do a lot more. I like to go rapid fire cannon when I verse Talia's at Twisted Fate. You end up outranging the W, so it's pretty much impossible not to get that gap close. Of course, Dopa never really goes rapid fire cannon, so I knew this in the game. Runes, I go for my Dark Harvest. He goes for the Comet. Dopa doesn't go Comet often. He loves it pretty much only into Talia. He does this weird setting. He goes Comet and he goes Heal. He almost never goes Heal. He loves Heal to number 1, gap close to get cards off, but also to get a little bit more mobility to escape if she's trying to set up for that W, the flick back. So it actually makes it almost impossible for me to hit my W, because when I'm looking for it, if I'm very close to hitting it, he pops that heal and zooms away and I just miss it every time. It's very annoying for me to play into. And you can see here, Talia early game, I know I win. If you land, look at that. Only one of those Qs land and it's pretty much an even trade. You're level 1, you do not lose trades, guys. Move up. If you move up like right now, and so imagine they kept moving back into the tower as you're landing autos, move into them and just start laying it down. Pop and ignite, go hard. I'm playing into, of course, a Twisted Fate. I got cleanse. You can see he's moved back here, so I'm moving in and out, hovering, looking for this Q right here. Lower elo players can't dodge all those 5 guys. If you land that, you are gonna obliterate them completely. So I move in here, I move too deep. He pops the heal, grabs a gold card. I've got to cleanse it, otherwise I'm gonna die. I get a little bit of harass off, but it's not quite enough. Very bad start to the laning phase by me. I'm too excited. I'm playing with too much aggression. I end up paying for it with my cleanse and all of my potions. So I'm pinging the position of Graves to my bot lane. Hey guys, he's gonna be looking for that scuttle. Be aware of it. And Dope is gonna hard shove me in here. He knows I can't base. He knows if I base, I lose completely massive waves and pressure. So I'm sitting here and just hoping to God I land some of the CS. My potions, of course, will come back to me after the base. But until then, I'm no potions, and Dopa has a corrupting, so he has so much health to play with. And the wave's in a pretty goddamn bad spot, as I missed that cannon. So this game definitely doesn't start out very well for me. It's mainly due to me not respecting Graves' early pressure. That's simply what it is. Usually into Twisted Fate, I might not play this aggressive early. I think the matchup under Dopa definitely didn't help. So right now, I know I'm fucked. He has 2 ticks of Corrupting Potion, and he has a Minion Dematerializer. I need a hard shove and base, get boots, get some health potions and a pink to try and set up some control. So I go for my base. Dopa knows this. Dopa moves in, he takes a tower shot. Jesus bloody Christ. This base stop was absolutely massive for him. Snowballing effect. He pops that Corrupting, he's going to be full health as the enemy bot lane picks up first blood, but at least it bounces back with a kill. I've got a flash here. I've got no cleanse. If Dopa flash gold cards, I'm dead. Graves cleans me up. It's obvious to me at this point, they're focusing mid lane. I need to be very careful from this game. Look like the Graves is going to continuously look mid when I have no summoners, which makes sense. No cleanse, no flash, no Talia. I'm fucking dead if they land something. So I know here they might be setting up for a dive. I'm aware of this. The thing is, if I sack this wave, I'm too far behind. It's not really possible for me to recover the lane, I don't think. So I decide to risk it. I only get a verse Dopa once in my life. I'm risking it. And the risk here didn't pay off. As you see, they get the dive. My W flick was pretty bad. I should have pulled him back as well. I ended up wanting to save myself with the flick and then kite the Graves. Didn't work out like that. I drop. It's very unfortunate. But luckily for me, the Graves actually, they share a lot of their XP here, which really saves me. Lee Sin gets solo XP, which helps him. So while it seems bad, it's not necessarily horrendous. It definitely could have been a lot worse. And look at the wave here, guys, okay? Look at the wave. Ready? Lee Sin pulls the wave, looking for the Graves. Now, this wave has two options. I either let it crash to the tower, or I pull it, move into the brush here, and grab a freeze. Now my lane is freezed. He has more creeps on his side than mine, as Lee Sin picks up the Graves. Damn, this guy's clean. And watch these minions drop and Dopa in the miss them. Ready? Watch the minions. Count them. There's one that drops. This one should drop as well. 2 that drops. 3 that drops. 4 minion drops. He misses 4 minions of XP and 5 CS just from that freeze. If I didn't do that, the lane would have bounced back into him and he would have got everything. So make sure, guys, if you have that opportunity to freeze, grab it. Please, guys. Almost no low elo mids do this. If you do this yourselves, you automatically are going to go straight to the top of your wave management in these lower classes below diamond tiers. Even in diamond, they don't do it. So the wave's set up pretty well from here. I think I'm down 1 creep maybe. So it's definitely bounced back pretty good. And CS even. Sorry, the XP is even at this point. Level 6 off this wave. The 6-minute wave, usually both mids are 6. I want to make sure that I can pressure Dopa in so he can't ult sides, but it's not feasible here. I'll tank too much. You can see he knows I want to try and cop a freeze. He makes sure I can't grab it. Try and land that W. I miss a lot of these Ws, man. He's very hard to hit. And the plating, of course, is almost going to go down. Has that stack deck trying to zone me out. Not much I can really do. And watch what he does here, guys. I don't have enough, like, Twisted Fate has a lot better mana pool than me. So he will continuously hard shove this wave, move out of vision, and look for ultimates onto the side lanes. My best bet until blue buff is just try and shove it and try and follow somewhat. Because a scenario like right now, I see Lee Sin hovering towards red buff, and Twisted Fate can ult straight in and clean him up. So I want to move in and keep him pressured. You always want to be pressuring these roaming mids. Twisted Fate, Talon, Talia like me, Aurelion Sol. You want to be shoving, like you want to be shoving the waves hard and then pressuring them under tower so they can't move to the side lanes. Unfortunately, I don't have enough mana to do that at the moment until I get this blue buff. So until then, I'm just chilling. Maybe I could have dragged that to cop a freeze there. What do you guys reckon? He misses the plate though. It's not that bad. And I had no vision mid top side. Maybe I'm happy with it. Now Lee Sin's finally pinging the blue buff. Hey man, come get your blue. And this will help me significantly to shove the wave and make sure that Dopa can't get those shoves in and roam. So I hard shove it and then I'm gonna move in. There's the Graves here. Pops out of bloody nowhere. They have the good timing. So it's probably good that I didn't cop that freeze because he's probably waiting. Wouldn't be surprised. Lee Sin gets the kick. Dies to the Graves. Just get 80 mana. Pick up that kill. I'm 10 health. Dopa moves out of vision. And he grabs this ultimate, okay? I know I'm fucking dead. I grabbed a flick. I just get it. Salah steals the Twisted Fate ultimate. And this is beautiful. I'm so happy with this play. It works out very well in the end. Well played by the Silas, seriously. I think I played it the best I could. But it's very lucky my top lane seems like the better player. He had the priority to move, and he moves. I'm gonna come out of base here with the Lost Chapter and the boots, and we're moving quickly with Dark Seal. We're chilling. Definitely a good game state at the moment. Recovered from that early death. What's coming from this, dude? I was so nervous during this game, by the way. Twice as nervous as I was playing Dopa than Faker. So now that I have the mana pool, I want to hard shove Twisted Fate in. Why would I want to let Twisted Fate hard shove my wave? You can't freeze against a Twisted Fate. His range is too long. Hard shove, move river, set up vision, set up picks. That's all you're doing from here on out. until you need to start looking to really be efficient with your mana. When you get that blue in that Lost Chapter, you can be very, very aggressive. Nice little trade there. He has no vision in this bot side river. I'm just moving in, looking to try and get a little bit of cheese pick off. I've got both sums, I can play as aggressive as I want. As the bot lane both die here. I remember getting really triggered. But I'm hard shoving. We get the dragon set up, which is massive, okay? Dragon is a very good win condition. You set yourself up. If you're on third dragon, you have a clear win condition. In lower elos, a clear win condition means the difference between winning and losing. They don't know how to close, but when you're on those third, fourth dragon souls, people know, okay, let's set up for this dragon. If we get this, we win the game. And they end up doing it, and it ends up working out. So those early dragons, very important. Now, when your jungler is doing dragon, what do you do in the mid lane? You shove. You shove your lane so I can move to that objective before my mid lane to give us the numbers advantage. A lot of mid laners, they see their jungler on dragon, and they don't hard shove. They don't want to try and move. They just hope that it works out. Be ready to move first. You need to be the #1 guy for your jungler. You can see here why freezing is impossible against Twisted Fate. His long range Qs just clear the waves. Nothing I can be doing. Lee Sin posturing topside. Can't really get anything off, man. I've got a level advantage now on him now. CS is even. Watch how far back Dopa plays. One thing that I definitely took note of when versing Dopa is how safe he plays. Unless he has 100% knowledge of the like vision, so he can track the enemy jungler, and he knows that he's not under any kill pressure, then he'll play aggressive and move up. But if not, you can't kill him. I cannot kill this guy. I cannot. So I put that yellow trinket deep in the lane. Very deep in the lane. Why do I do that, Drew? When you're versing things like Twisted Fate, that ward will give you information if he's moving top, if he's moving bot, if he's basing. Dopa knows how important and valuable this information is, so he puts a pink in the lane to deny me that. That yellow trinket is super valuable. Lower elo players don't use it or don't know why it's there. Use it. If you can put it down, unfortunately, I put it down when Dopa had knowledge of it. If I had put that down and he didn't see me put that down, he would have been sitting on vision for the next minute or two, and I could have seen where he's moving towards basing. I could see a lot, so much valuable information. So yeah, guys, look for that. So you can see mid lane get shoved in here, but I see Dopa hovering bot. So I poshed a bot as well to prevent a dive. Do I lose a couple of creeps and take a bad trade? Yes. But that's the risk I'm willing to pay as I get a bit of an aggressive trade here. Now, if I cleansed and moved up with some autos there, do you think I could have killed? If I had vision on bot side river, I think I might have tried that. I would have died 100% because Graves was in the river. So thank God I didn't. Silas comes through, grabs the kill. I cleanse. I think I could have played it a little bit better. Maybe even like flash forward there to try and get a kill. Ends up working out for me. Graves baits the Twisted Fate to going for a aggressive play, and it definitely doesn't work out for them. I'll look for a hard shove in here. I have enough money for my Luden's Echo, which I'll be grabbing up. You think staying there? No, Twisted Fate coming out of base, Drew. See, I'm watching this VOD with you guys, but I'm still trying to learn. Against a play like Dopa, I have a lot to learn. And I still watch, even as I'm like a, I don't know if you call me a decent player, but an okay player. I still love watching VODs and improving. Just looking at decisions and being like, was there a better decision to be made in that scenario? If there was, next game, I do it. Simple, learning. The game state right now, I have no cleanse, I have flash, I have Ludens though. I have the better wave clear. I need to start putting pressure onto the Twisted Fate. I should grab blue. I'm looking to put that pink in. I think I would have rathered a bot side pink. But anyways, blue buff spawns. I'll grab this bad boy up. Move back into the mid lane. Dopa's continuously hard shoving. He has his mercs as well now, guys. Means that my, if someone lands CC, I have a lot less time to flick back. And to be honest, we have no hard CC on our team. Maybe Silas E. I believe Lee Sin kick doesn't get reduced because it's a knock-up from Tenacity. I'm kind of hovering in. I'm looking to pick this Twisted Fate up. Look how fucking unkillable this guy is. Look how far back he is. I'm continuously moving back and forward. A lot of players, so say I'm versing Caps here. For some reason, players like Caps will move into me and they'll back themselves that they'll dodge the W, get a gold card, and get a positive trade. Dopa doesn't even take that risk at all. Doesn't take it at all. Completely different players. Completely different. Look how far back. He knows the Silas is moving now. I'm shoving this lane in, hoping he stays under. So many mids here stay. Look. So many mids here stay to clear this wave because they think they're safe. They have no vision on top. Dopa backs to tier 2. He goes all the way back. I ult in here, get a Dark Harvest stack. Look, pretty grief by me. But I was hoping to catch out the Vladimir. Get that kill off. Start snowballing the game. 135 CS at 15. Would have killed the Graves if I landed that flick. I'm doing pretty good actually, considering the start I had. I have a 12 CS lead. Pretty happy with the game state. I have that control wood now. That yellow trinket, sorry, in the mid lane deep. I have the blue buff, guys. And now I'm just going to continuously hard shove this guy in and not allow him any freedom. No freedom shall be had. And if you're versing anything with roaming capabilities, this needs to be your go-to. Vladimir trying to take my goddamn pink, you bastard. Twisted Fate ult comes in here. He goes bot. Now, I have two options. I stay mid looking for tower, but Vladimir's there, so I can't. Or I roam bot and look for a counterplay, except I'll be super late. I only have two options, and I end up just fucking sitting in between the options for 10 seconds or so. Luckily, I don't really lose any experience, but I think me pressuring the Vlad in there on the tower, because he definitely couldn't have killed me, probably was the better play. They end up getting to the bot tower anyway, and I waste a bit of time. So right now, I finally make the call. Fuck it. I'm hard shoving. Try and get some pressure onto the tower. It's almost half. Tower damage like this is probably undervalued, I think. This, like Graves ults, this sets us up for, if they get a bad base, if we chunk Dopa, he needs to base, we can pressure that tower very quickly without taking any risk. If that tower was 75%, it would mean there was a lot less plays to be had. So I shoved that mid lane wave in. Senna is coming out of base, Silas is bot. Top lane wave's crashing, I move top. A lot of mid laners there, lower elos, would stay mid and share farm with the Senna coming out of base. Look at your base. Your bot lane loves to go in. This is more applicable in high elos, but bot lanes usually around about 15 minutes in high elo games will go to the mid lane. And you want to be dropping to the side lanes to make sure you're picking up the farm and not dropping that. I move top, shove it in. Help get the Herald, and they're getting collapsed on mid lane. This bloody bot lane. So I'm moving in here. Pretty low health members. I look for the Graves, I just miss him. If I had looked for the goddamn Aphelios or Bard, I think I could have got a two-man crunch. I've got both sons in. Vladimir Flash is in here. I'm gonna be very careful. I flash. Little bit overextended they are here. And you can see Lee Sin collects them. I just pick up the Vladimir. Everybody's dead except for Dopa. And this is perfect for me, man. I've already got an advantage, and now I'm picking up solo farm. I'm picking up mid lane tower. I'm getting very far ahead from these plays. Definitely skill shots. If skill shots were a little bit better for me that team fight, definitely think could have been a better result. But it's still fine. We still get this tower. Dude, these W's are so hard to hit on the guy. I don't know. I feel like I'm not bad at skill shots. It's more when they have lots of mobility and movement speed. Taliyah W is almost impossible to hit. You need like a Malphite ult, Leona ult, any lockup CC any chain CC to get it. Grab the blue buff EP now. I see the dragon spawning, guys, in 40 seconds. It's our third Drake as well. So I have two options. Either base, come from base to blue buff, then I go to dragon, but probably get there late. Or do I take the blue buff, then base, go straight to the dragon setup? The second play is better, 100%. Pretty much stock standard dragon setup. 1 minute before the dragon, start looking to get a base off if you need the base. Base, get control ward, get vision. Shove mid, shove bot lane waves. Get vision in the dragon pit. Start looking for picks 20, 15 seconds before the Drake. Get the free Drake. Enemy team does it so much better than us. My bot lane gets picked the fuck off. Vlad gets a beautiful flank here. And it's really unfortunate. But that's pretty much textbook dragon setup plays. That can be utilized in lower elos very well. A lot of players in lower elos don't base around Drakes. As a Philios almost kills me here. And they're gonna pick up the third Drake, which is unfortunate. We could have had Soul point in 5 minutes. And Soul's pretty good on our comp, I like it. So I've got the Oblivion Orb. I have Fiendish Codex as well, guys. I'm looking for a Banshees into the Twisted Fate. It means he can't flash gold card or port gold card me. It takes him a lot of time to drop my spell shield and then kill me. But also I get magic resistance against Vlad and Twisted Fate. So I'm coming out of base here and I'm fucking aggressive, man. I know that we have Harold. If we get 2 to 3 kills, we set up for Nash. My ultimate unfortunately just misses out. But Dopa is still overextended in the top side here, so we go for the pick. Silas comes through with the ult. Now I'm looking deep. I'm looking for the Bard. I'm looking for the Bard and the Graves. Because look at that damage. If I landed that W then on the Graves, he was dead as well. We get the 2 kills I was talking about, and that's a free Nash at 20 minutes. Doesn't matter. If you kill 2 people at 20 minutes and your team's full, you should be going for Nash. Posturing in here. They still have a jungler, but he was low. We saw him. We almost died I almost killed him with a combo. So I stay in pit. I'm one of the highest DPSs to the Nash. Move around with your workaround, guys. You can see here, moving outside of my workaround to get all of those Qs off. And I'm in really good stead here. Bot lane wave slowly shoving in. Dopa has a Soul Stealer as well. I sell a Dorans here for a blasting. Pretty happy with that. Morello isn't that bad either. They've got Graves. They've got Vladimir, most important, and they've got a Philios. So they'll have a bit of healing coming through. Of bot lane, I gotta be a little bit conservative with my mana and also with who I see on the map. I see Dopa top, I see bot lane mid, but I don't see where the other members are, so I gotta play it a little bit slow, right? I have no summoners, so just take note, Graves could pop out and kill me, right? So this is one of the most interesting points of the game. So Silas has no TP, he commits bot side. Dopa's top. He either can hard shove the tower or try and react to our play bot side. So he bases, we see him on vision basing. So I think to myself, I saw TF basing, I don't want any part of this. TF will ulting in and fuck everybody up with the counterplay. So I don't go onto tower here. I'm just sitting going, okay, can we please not do this? Well, I was wrong. Hard commit. It actually fucking works. I don't know how. I genuinely don't know how. Just pure giga aggression. I never would have made that call, but it works out for me. I contribute 0. But I still look in here for a pick. On that last auto, still can't get him. He's too quick. Too bloody quick. So, yeah, I think I moved back mid here. We have the Nash. We should get 2 towers maybe with it. And I've got summoners now, thank fuck. And I'm looking for Banshees on my next base. So, yeah, that's where the game state is at the moment. Usually at around about 20 minutes, guys, you have a couple of options, okay? And this goes for every single game. You have a 1-3-1. It means you have your 2 side laners in 2 lanes and 3 people in the mid lane. Usually it's your mid and your top in the side lanes, your bot lane and your jungle in the mid, you'll clear mid lane, your jungler will farm camps, always we look for the Vladimir, and your two side laners will push in deep. Do we pick this guy? Maybe he flashes, that's right. So you have a 1-3-1, you have a ARAM, which means a 5v5 down any lane. If you have a Malphite, Yasuo, Teamfight, easy to execute comp, any ARAM is your best bet. You can go a 4-1. Usually the best bet is to slow push a lane with creeps. Then in the opposite lanes, 4 and 1 with your best split pusher. Say you got a Twisted Fate, he's the one. He can shove and then he can regroup. If the enemy team tries to ARAM or pick, he can group across with the ultimate. And they're pretty much your three options. 1-3-1, 4-1, or ARAM. Go for a split push when you have things like Fiora Echo as your mid-top in the side lanes. As this dragon fight is about to unfold, I'm looking to make my way in. Lee Sin looks to go in. He gets smoke screened by the Braves and it doesn't work out well for him. So I'm just here trying to zone their whole team. If Philius gets a good ult off, I can't make anything happen. I'm too low health. If I hit a couple of better skill shots in that fight, I think I could have turned things. But I just missed them, unfortunately. So that means they're going to get second Drake. But we only lose 2 members. I don't think Silas dies. We only lose 2 members. It's not the end of the world. But they do have a Vladimir, so their scaling is really good with a death cap. I finally get my Banshees, which is nice as well, though. This Lee Sin was he's Chinese Lee Sin. He was very angry at my bot lane. Very angry at my bot lane. But it's fine. Grab the blue buff up here. Clear some waves. No flash now, which is one of the biggest downfalls of that fight for me. So they definitely, in my opinion, have the scaling with the Vladimir. Not much can outscale the Vlad, but I move into the side lane here. Have to cleanse that away. I have 1 level on the Twisted Fate as the center ult just picks up the Bard, thank God. And that means I can move into the side lane a little bit more deep. I see the Graves bot. The Twisted Fate can't kill me solo, so I'm ready to pressure here, put some pressure down, hopefully get a pick in the red side jungle. Put a ward in. Try and get him with a W here. Dude, it is so hard to hit my Ws. I can't... If they have mobility, man, it's impossible. Maybe I'm bad at skill shots. I don't know. Anyways, we see Vlad. Bot side. We saw Graves bot earlier. He probably just based and is coming slowly to try and regroup. But the next objective is going to be the Baron Nashor. Silas looking for a solo under the Vladimir. If he gets him, this is massive. Lee Sin looking for the Bard as well. I think he might... just almost gets him. But the Silas gets the Vlad. That's the most important bit. And that opens up the map. It means I can look for this pick onto Twisted Fate here. I know exactly what his movement's going to be. I know for sure. So I look in here. He has to heal and flash before the Baron spawning. This is massive. 2 game-changing plays, honestly. And that's just going to help us up for... It's going to make us be able to make so much better and more aggressive plays before this Baron. If we get the Baron... If we get Baron, it should mean 2 inhibitors minimum at 30 minutes. Close to 30 minutes. So I've almost got enough for my Morello here. Baron spawned. I'm going to grab that Morello and then we set up the Baron. We set up the Nash, try and make picks. Shove the Nash, rush the Nash, siege the base. That's the game plan. Talia is much better at 4-1ing. Like, we're pretty much doing a 4-1. I'm side laning, but I'm not pressuring towers with side. As my bot lane starts Baron, which I don't like at all. We should be shoving mid lane for priority and then moving towards Baron. They're just hard rushing. I should shove mid lane wave here. Nice. Always shove mid before these Barons, guys, because if we're baiting the Baron and we're shoving mid lane and they're not answering it, they're just losing wave after wave after wave. If they are answering it, it puts them on the back foot because then we have like 10-second window to try and rush it. Always fight through mid lane wave when you're trying to set up these objectives. So that's Twisted Fate ult. No die. It means that they have no vision on Nash. They don't know if we're rushing it or not. They're panicking. And now no Twisted Fate ult means they have no global to match on the side unless they have Vlad TP. And we're in really good stead here. Instead of continuously baiting, Lee Sin wants to base for Sterax, I think. Which I don't hate, but I definitely don't love. Sylas gets the ultimate in to regroup now. And I'm just trying to zone. Just trying to zone as much as I can. Sylas contests the mid lane wave. We have a little bit of a window here to shove, but Bard gets some good vision out. Can't quite rush that dash. And we're still looking for it, man. It's all about the Baron bait in these type of scenarios. So I'm one of the best DPSs, so I've got to get in there for the Baron. Yet how this plays out, I think this is a little bit awkward. So I'm moving in. The Bard ult pops 2. We see the Vladimir TP finally come through. And I should have ulted, I think, to cut them off from my team here, maybe. I should have ulted. I wanted them to come in and for me to get picked. So I kill the Bard here. I definitely should have ulted to try and cut them off. I don't know what I was thinking. So I know that TF doesn't have flash, but I'm not sure on the Philios. So I'm just trying to play it super slow and safe on this outskirt. Hoping they'll come in and just allow me to get free damage off. It doesn't really end up working out for me. Yes, I could have ulted and played a much more aggressive style there, but maybe I would have died to a Philios flash 200 years. And then we would have lost Dragon and Baron. Instead, I play very slow controlled, save both my summoners, play utility, and it ends up working out pretty well, in my opinion. Because now we're in a good stead to set up for the Baron. Set up for the Cloud Soul, sorry. We get third Dragon. Gives us another win condition into the late game. I definitely won't refuse a Cloud Soul. I still think it's pretty strong. Got 1.2 here. Dopa still no flash. We see the Tarm ult come through. I cut the team off with the ultimate. TF has no flash. He gets picked. Aphelios flashes as well. I'm thinking here, do I flash? But I decide against it. I've learnt too much from this man to play too aggressively. I might as well hold my summoners and just play it very slow. Bard ult comes through, gets 3. I'm trying to zone off here. The Aphelios and the Graves. Seems to work pretty well. 2 dead, that should mean a free 3 dead. That's going to be a free Baron. And from this Baron, I know that we have the capabilities of ending through a hard, like a literal hard dive with Sylas and Tarm. Tarm trying to zone. Hit that ult for a little bit of vision. Keep them away. And gonna base with 1.6k here. I think I go a Soul Stealer. I have both summoners. It's pretty good. The movement speed's really valuable to something like Talia as well. And I get an Elixir. I know Elixir for sure because the next team fight decides the game. That small burst, even though it doesn't scale because it wears off, that small burst for the next fight is definitely worth it if you know that next fight will determine the game. Grab this blue buff here, up here and just start shoving. Center's bot, Sylas top. I'm just going to hard shove in mid, look for vision, look for picks. They're going to hard commit to Sylas. Do I help out here? I don't think they can quite catch him. Yeah, they can't quite catch him. Look for a little bit of poke on the Bard. I can 100 to 0 pretty much anyone at this point. Enemy team's pretty squishy. So you move in, get vision control. Look at this dude. Look at that Tarm Kench. That's alpha. So we're playing a 4-1 here. You can see bot lane is not touched. We're looking to play mid and top. Sylas is going to move top. And we're just going to play it slow, look for picks, and try and utilize the minions. Try and get a little bit of poke off here. Can't quite get enough. And look how my team's playing vision. Like, this is such high quality play. I love it. I stay mid on the wave. Sylas stays top on the wave. And the rest of the team is looking for picks. Controlling the vision so they can't move back in and grab it. So I'm moving in here. I'm looking for picks. Trying to get a flick back, but also trying to get that Baron buff onto the wave. So I know Vlad looking for that ward. Boom, he gets knocked up. Nothing he can do. Thank you very much for the kill. 1 down. And from this, I know, yep, we can probably get an inhib or 2. So I want to hard shove both mid and top. And we start pressuring 2 lanes, not 1. So I grab that. Sylas is in the mid lane. I'm going to look to try and pincer over here. Bard gets ult. Boom. Grab another kill. Now it's 3 versus 5 with Nash. This should be very close to an end. And we move in, trying to get a little bit more poke off. But I dropped too low here. This was my bad. I shouldn't have moved up like that. We get top lane inhib. Silas working on mid lane inhib. Lee Sin's got ult. Tom's got ult. Moving in. I'm still scared of Aphelios here, but man, oh man, that Lee Sin is popping off. I flash in, a little bit panicky. But we end up dropping the Twisted Fate. Getting a dub. Getting the win. I love watching these VODs. I improve still watching these VODs, guys. I definitely recommend to anybody looking to improve in the game. Download your VODs, watch them over, try and decide on 2 decisions, and if the one you made was the correct one, or if there was a better decision, like macro decision, or even mechanical decision that you could have made during the game. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned something. Until next time, catch you later.